Hello everyone, my name is Chad Harkins. I'm a territory sales rep for Simms Fishing Products here at Duranglers Flies and Splies here on a beautiful sunny day in Durango, Colorado. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about our new Flyweight collection that we just launched from Simms, part of the new Spring 21 collection, starting with our new Flyweight wader. Pretty much the most innovative wader, I personally think we've ever made from Simms, incorporating really cool new technologies, incorporating a lot of really cool materials. So kind of starting from the bottom of the wader and moving up. The first thing you'll notice with the gravel guard is it's not your standard neoprene. This is called a hex air. Hex air neoprene is really lightweight. It packs down smaller and it drains really quickly. So the whole inspiration behind the Flyweight collection was something to help you get off the grid. We joke that it's the social distancing collection. It's great to get away from crowds. But it's definitely something that you can hike in, or you can pack it down into a backpack and hike it in yourself if you're going a really long way. So super lightweight hex air gravel guard. Like I said, it drains really well. It packs down super small. Moving up the wader, our lower here is a 4-layer Gore-Tex material. And the 4-layer Gore-Tex we have on the lower part of the wader is the exact same 4-layer that we use on our G4 Pro and our G4Z wader. So extremely durable in the lower leg where you really need it. And you'll notice we have an angled seam on the front of the wader from the top of the knee down to below the back of the knee. And the idea behind that angled seam, the back of the knee is an area of really high heat dump. So having the 3-layer in the upper part of the wader come down a little bit further in the back of the leg is going to add more breathability to that high vapor area in the back of the knee. So hex air, 4-layer G4 Pro, G4Z lower here, and we have a 3-layer upper. So a 4-layer lower, 3-layer upper. You might notice this panel here that's in the crotch gusset area of the Flyweight stocking foot wader here. And this black panel here is a 4-way stretch Gore-Tex. So it's waterproof, it's breathable, and it stretches 4 directions in that crotch gusset area where you do need to have a little bit of give when you're stepping up on rocks, getting in and out of the river. It's going to help increase your mobility, but also maintain its waterproofing. We have a single back belt loop on this wader. It's really designed to cut down on weight. So one belt loop in the back, and then zippers, side gusset zippers on both sides, the left and the right side. They zip down about 6 inches or so, and the back panel is that same 4-way stretch that we have in the crotch gusset area. Unzipping this wader will add 2 inches on either side to the circumference of the wader, so you'll get an additional 4 inches. It is a great feature just for a guy or a woman who is wearing a shirt, and then maybe you want to put on a jacket or go the other direction. It's going to give you a little bit of leeway so you can kind of increase or decrease the circumference of the top of the wader. And then what I think is the coolest feature of this new Flyweight stocking foot wader is our hex grid panel. 511 Hex Grid Tactical is a company that makes a multi-angular, multi-directional attachment point system. And that's what this is on the chest panel of the wader. Fabric-wise, it's 1,000 denier Cordura ripstop nylon, so it's an insanely durable fabric. 12 degrees of orientation. So you can have any of our Flyweight pods here. I've got the small pod. You can have it vertically, you can have it horizontally. 12 different orientations here. Multi-angular attachment system. You can also have it on the left side, on the right side, directly in the center, like I was saying, on the top, on the bottom. There's just a number of different ways how you can use this hex grid panel on the chest here. But you can also use it to hook carabiners if you have a tippet tender, if you have a lanyard, anything like that, retractors, those will all hook to this hex grid panel. And then you might notice that the top of the wader is cut a little lower. So we scalloped the top of the wader so that it does have better breathability, better heat dump out of the top of the wader. And we added an air mesh panel on the top here. So again, added breathability. We have one zippered chest pocket on the back side. And then we have a reach-through pocket on either side, the left and the right. that goes directly behind that hex grid panel. But you also notice once your hand is inside, this this air mesh goes all the way down from the top to the bottom of that front panel. So this is the new flyweight waiter from Simms. It's going to retail for $549. Next up is our pack system. We have a backpack, we have a pack vest, and then we have what's called the Flyweight Access Pack as part of the new Flyweight Packs and Bags collection. So starting with the Flyweight backpack, you're going to have a 30-liter capacity featuring this 511 hex grid panel on the exterior. So again, going back to the small pod that we talked about with the waders, we have a number of accessories that we'll talk about in the next video that you can attach to this 511 hex grid panel. One of which that's awesome on this backside here is the net holster. So if you're hiking into the backcountry, it's an awesome little attachment system where you can throw that net holster on so that your net is back and out of the way. So again, 30-liter capacity, 210 denier ripstop nylon lower, and then you have a TPU coated ripstop upper, so a tetrapolyurethane. The fabric itself is waterproof. We have water bottle holders and compression straps on either side, so a great pack to just completely load up if you're going to go get off the grid, get away from the crowds. A big U zipper on top that opens up nice and big. You do have a removable back panel back here, so you can take that panel out, you can sculpt it to the shape of your back, and then you can pop it down in here for increased comfort. It's also hydration compatible with a laptop sleeve, 2 stash pockets on either side of the interior of the bag here, and then we have 1 zippered accessories pocket on the top. Kind of moving around to the back panel here, you have attachment points if you wanted to throw any of the pods or a chest pack. You could attach it here. You also have tool ports, adjustable sternum strap, and then nice air mesh shoulder straps. So again, kind of going back to the breathability and the lightweight factor of this waiter, or of this backpack, excuse me. You have a compression molded back panel here, and then you have air mesh hip straps with ports on the back side here. So again, kind of going back to cutting down on weight and added breathability. You also have MOLLE webbing on the front of the hip straps here. So these are great for attaching any kind of accessories you need. You could even throw one of our pods that we talked about onto this backpack. This retails for $199. And then my favorite piece in the new Packs and Bags collection is the new Flyweight pack vest. Flyweight pack vest is going to be 18-liter capacity with a built-in 2-liter hydration system. So going back to the fabric package here, it's going to be that TPU coated ripstop nylon upper. It is a roll top design, so as soon as you get those 2 rolls, this bag is going to be pretty waterproof for you, protect you from the elements. You'd have a bungee cord on the exterior for throwing a jacket or anything that you might need, and then you also have compression straps on both sides, so you can really cinch this down, pack it down however you need. Really breathable suspender system with your 2-liter hydration system tube coming out the right side here. And then we have the 511 hex grid panel on the left chest. Zippered pocket on the right, and 2 big drop-in pockets on the chest for any kind of accessories that you really need when you're getting on the go. And then last but not least is a Flyweight Access Pack. Flyweight Access Pack is going to be a roll top design with really lightweight, comfortable, breathable shoulder straps here, compression straps and water bottle holders on either side, and then the same Velcro system that we have on the Flyweight pack vest. My favorite feature on this pack is its ability to reverse stuff. So if you don't need a backpack when you're in transit to your destination, but you need one when you get there, this backpack will reverse stuff into itself, and it packs down super small, so you can zip it up, throw it in your carry-on, and then you got a backpack once you get to your destination. So last but not least here with the Flyweight Packs and Bags, starting with our hip hybrid system and then kind of going over to some of our other pods and accessories. So the hip hybrid system is comprised of a large pod, a large bottle holster, and the tech utility belt. You get all three of these pieces for $149. So kind of starting with the back of the tech utility belt here, you have this 511 hex grid panel. So we talked on the wader, we talked about the backpack, about the different angles of attachment. You can really just start from the ground up and build your hip pack however you want. So you can add 2 small pods with a net holster in the middle. You could add a large pod, a bottle holster, and a net holster. You can really kind of fit this out however you want and kind of build it from top to bottom. So your 511 hex grid panel on the back, again, it's 1,000 denier Cordura ripstop nylon with moly webbing on the sides. So think about it, when you have this on your back, you're able to spin this around and have all your attachment points back here, but you also have attachment points closer to the front of the tech utility belt as well. So you've got your hip hybrid system, you've got your tech utility belt, and then you got your large pod. And your large pod, again, is going to come with the hip hybrid system. 2 zippered compartments, so you have a front compartment and a back compartment. You have a tool port on the left side, and then also a little drop-in pocket on the right. Big Velcro attachment system, and then water bottle jacket holder on the bottom side. And you might notice on the back side of these, you're going to have these TPU coated straps with moly webbing on the back side. And that's how you attach all the different pods to the 511 hex grid panel. And basically what you do is you unsnap your bottom part here and you feed these up through the moly webbing. And then basically you take this strap and you weave it out in between your moly webbing and your hex grid. So a great way to do it is kind of lay out where you want it on the pack and then start weaving the strap between the moly webbing on the back side of the pack and then your 511 hex grid panel in your desired place. So you got your large pod and then you have your small pod. And your small pod is going to be great for a little chest pack on the front of the wader here. Again, 2 front chest pockets, tool port on the left side, and then a little drop-in pocket on the right, Velcro on the front, and then you have your moly webbing TPU attachment system on the back side. 2 different sizes in the bottle holster. Your large bottle holster is going to fit bottles up to 48 ounces. Small bottle holster, greater for smaller 20, 24 ounce bottles, but also great for a bear spray canister. It actually fits perfectly in the small bottle holster if you're in bear country. And then we got our net holster. Net holster is great for attaching to the back of the backpack, but also attached to the tech utility belt. It has the same attachment system with the 2 straps and then the moly webbing on the back side. It's a compression molded foam, so it's super durable. It fits wider neck nets and also fits really long handled nets very well. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Again, I'm Chad Harkins from Simms Fishing Products. Just wanted to thank you for tuning in and giving us your time. This Saturday, Duranglers is going to be raffling off a couple of these items. So we have a flyweight wader and 2 flyweight backpacks that we are going to auction off this Saturday. Just follow the details and good luck.